everyone.
Waalaikumsalam.
Okay, how are you today?
Fine.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, before we start, let me introduce ourselves first. Okay, my name is ARSHAD. My matric number is JK137012021 and we are presenting oral presentation for subject JUE 300 English 2. Okay, the main topic today is, as you know, mental health awareness. So we're going to talk about the importance of mental health awareness, how to reducing stigma in society, and also how promoting well-being in society. I just want to share that as a social worker from 2015 and 30 December 2023, a total of 56,000 people have registered as a mentally disabled patient in Malaysia. This is most evident amongst people suffering from conditions such as organic mental disorder, schizophrenia, bipolar, or any severe anxiety disorder. So, what exactly is mental health? Mental health is a state of mental well-being that enables people to cope with stresses of life, realize their abilities, learn well and work well, and contribute to their community. Mental health is basic human right. Mental health conditions include mental disorder and psychosocial disabilities as well as other mental states associated with impairment in functioning or risk of self-harm. There is few things we need to highlight as normal human being. Our friend SHAHRIZAL will be first start to our key point about importance of mental health awareness.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Jamaliah. Hi, I am MOHAMAD SHAHRIZAL bin Cik Zain, matric card number JK 13728/21. Today, I will be talking about the importance of mental health awareness. Did you know about mental health? 1 in 5 people will experience a mental health at some point in their life. It could be you or someone you care about. Your mental health and your well-being is the important thing in the world. It's way more important than any job, any friendship, or any relationship, and it's important as physical health. Being mentally healthy can significantly impact our psychological, emotional, and social being. Mental health awareness help people recognize the way mental illness impact their life, educate people about available service, and highlight way to advocate. Awareness on this issue provide education about the reality of living with a mental health condition. Why it can make life more difficult. It does not have to stop someone from having a fulfilling life. When people are better educated on this condition, they can better support and help someone dealing with a mental health issue. So, let action to reduce stigma, increase support, and encourage people to get help. That's all from me. Thanks for listening. So, how about you, Mr. Farhan? How about you, Mr. Farhan?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Shah. Hello guys, my name is Muhammad Farhan SAPIK bin YACOB. My matric number JK 1331220. So about regarding the importance of mental health at work, I would like to share how important to take care of our mental health at work. Mental health common in today's workplace. It can affect employee at all level. For example, chasing deadline, complex tasks like management work and home can give negative impact on individual mental health. So when employer can control and take care of the mental health at work, well, then employee will be more likely to be productive. They can be more focused, deal with problem more effectively, and contribute positive to business objective. So in additional employer absence is closely related to mental problem encountered at work, where they cannot cope with pressure or burden as well. Leader or supervisor should have an important role in fostering a work culture that encourages employers to seek help when needed. This will help reduce the burden that lead to stress at work and reduce absence. Organization that mental well-being FI employer retention rate. This because employees are more likely to stay in company that care about their health. So about the in conclusion, take care of mental health is very important, especially for the working class, because study how show that working class are more prone to mental health problem. So how about uh, Jamaliah?
Thank you, Farhan. Okay, for me, to establish supportive environment for mental health is come from ourselves. Individuals with mental illness often struggle to facing people around them. Living the life symptom of the condition itself is already difficult enough, while misperceptions such as suffering cause stigma and discrimination. Society is often inclined to hold people with mental disorder responsible and able for their condition. Stigma of mental illness probably comes from the following three issues, such as problem of knowledge, attitudes, and behavior. Society may be easy to stigmatize, label, or being discriminate against people with mental health problem when observe their observed behavior. Families avoided discussing to patient illness with people around them, including extended family and friends, because of stigma. For some families members, perceive that mental illness as shameful and thus avoided disclosure in order to protect the family from the feel the shame. When we want to start the conversation with people with mental illness or their family members, encourage open discussion about mental health to normalize the topic, like share personal stories or of recovery and resilience to humanize the experience of mental health challenge. Education of both the family and the public is suggested is as important in reducing stigma, as negative perception and behaviors stem from a wrong understanding of mental health. Reducing mental health stigma is an ongoing process that requires the collective efforts of individuals, communities, and institutions. It involves fostering a culture of understanding, empathy, and support for those facing mental health challenge. So, how about you, ASYIKIN?
Right, thank you so much, Miss Jamalia. Okay, my name is NURUL binti Muhammad ZABRI, matric number JK/13838/21. So when we talk about mental health, lately many incidents of brutal crime has occurred in our country, and most of them are related to the mental health of the perpetrator. For the record, mental health problems are increasingly showing an increasing trend with the statistic of individuals seeking support through the Psychosocial Support Service Helpline, which is MHPSS, increases fivefold compared to 2020. In 2021, a total 212,319 calls were received by MHPSS compared to 2022 with just 44,061 calls. What is said that the majority of Malaysians still have a stigma to individuals with mental health problem. Due to emerging stigma, many people with mental health problem are embarrassed to come forward for counseling or treatment at any clinic or hospital because they do not want to be labeled as crazy. Hence, most of the people with mental problem tend to be silent and suffer without being detected by the community of their own family members. In today's modernization, such a stigma should not exist. Each individual should be more open and courageous in discussing and voicing issues related to this mental health problem. The noble effort of the government and several other bodies in realizing the World Mental Health Day, which was just celebrated on 10 October, and the launch of National Counseling Month throughout October should open the eyes and mind of Malaysians in the aspect of mental health, as well as increase awareness and knowledge of the program or assistance that can be obtained in dealing with mental health issues. So what are your opinion, Mr. Fali?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Shikin. My name is Muhammad REDZUAN bin Muhammad Zain. My number is JG9522/. Today, I would like to talk about mental society. Firstly, we need to raise an awareness to learn more about mental health. Take the time to learn about mental health. Beyond that, learn how to differentiate the two. Learn about mental health condition, sign of burnout, and how to take care of yourself when you experience symptoms. It can helpful to keep on eyes on your own warning sign to know when you're starting to get triggered or overwhelmed. If you want resources that may benefit others, share them with them around you. Next, use social media to spread awareness. Nowadays, everything just on our fingers. How wisely to spread an education information to keeping the society alert about the current problem. Social media can be instrumentally in spreading mental health awareness. It can help you identify the sources of mental health care clinic in and around your community. In addition, several mental health expert or practitioner promote seminars and workshops on social media. Communities can find and conduct sessions with them. You can also find support groups and professional care, counselor, and physical therapy on social media. Lastly, you can start a dialogue and mingle around in your community. It is proven that by having a conversation around the community can improve the effective of mental health across social ecology level. It's critical that we start conversation about mental health the same way we about physical health. So that's all for me. And what about you, Ms. Shuk?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Falik, for the explanation on your point. So for me, when my name is NURUL binti and my metric number is JK14315/22. So from the explanation from Mr. Falik, so when it comes to mental health, for me, taking care of yourself is an important part of being responsible. It includes the conscious step people take to protect and improve their health as a whole, including both mental and physical health. Taking this method, like workout regularly, practicing mindful, getting enough sleep, and setting a healthy limits for themselves. So about self-care, it's a regular part of our life lah. For example, we do a regular exercise not only for lowers our stress hormone, but also make you feel better by producing the endorphins. And at the same time, having positive thought and attitude makes you stronger in dealing with life obstacle. Individual responsibility is at the heart of this conversation, which focus on the fact that people are very important in controlling their own mental health. Making self-care is a part of daily life, is a part of taking care of the duty. So this help people understand the deep connection between lifestyle choice and the mental health. In this way, people give themselves the power to handle the challenge of life with more mental health strength. And the second point for me, so when we move from the personal to the social world, I think the government policies become the important factor that can affect for mental health support. So supportive policies put in place by the government can make a big difference in creating a society where people are mentally healthy. One important that is contribution does it shows that the mental health is important when it comes to making healthcare decision. So we all know that healthcare is very pricey in Malaysia, right? For taking care, all the medicine, all the appointment with the doctors and so on. So taking into account how easy it is to get money and getting rid of the economic hurdles become necessary, government can make this thing about the mental health easier by putting in place policies that subsidize mental health services, offer for free or even a low cost counseling, and help people pay for their prescription drugs. By doing this, people are urged to get professional help without worrying about the money. That can lead to a more open and helpful mental health system. In short, a comprehensive approach to mental health include the both people taking responsibility lah for their own care and the government policies that make it easier for people to do so. Together, these two things gonna build a strong and a successful society with a mental health awareness. So that's all from me. And then thank you all for our meeting for today. That is all from me. And then one thing I want to say that mental health journey is not it's just a journey. It's not a destination. So there's a lot of things you can do to make your mind and good for your mental health. So that's all for today. So stay connected and take care, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.